Hello everyone, my name is Sandy Cruz and I'm the owner of Digitally Speaking, where I teach digital productivity solutions. I'm also the creator of the iPlanner. That's a digital planner. If this is your first time here, you are in for a treat. Today I'm going to plan week number 48. That is December 4th through the 10th. Here you're looking at my week completely decorated. I like to put some ombre cells down, and so they're color coded. That separates them just a little bit. My hydrate stickers, my gratitude section. I decorate a little bit with some ornaments, and these ornaments came from the new monthly kit that is called Holiday Dazzle. And I also use some of the iDesign shapes to decorate this week. And then I also write in things with ink. Since there's not very many fonts in Goodnotes, I try to use my handwriting as much as possible, and I don't like typing on my iPad. So I just write things out myself with my stylus or my Apple Pencil. I use some of the stickers from the Dazzle Holiday Kit. Let me show you real quick what iDesign is all about. iDesign is made up of tons and tons of shapes that you can fill with anything. As you could see, I filled a lot of my shapes for this week with glitter. You can fill with any pattern papers. Sometimes I'll grab an image of some fabric off of the internet and fill them. There's also tons of templates in here that you can make journaling cards. You can do project life and scrapbooking. So first thing that I want to do is fill my cells, those ombre colored cells. So what I want to do is I copied and pasted one of the shapes from my iDesign. I don't like to design in iDesign. I don't like to use the original shape. So I keep my original file as it is. I copy and paste over to a workspace. And now I'm going to take this shape and I'm going to fill it with a color that I screen clipped and saved to my camera roll. And then I want to take the opacity down. This is how I'm going to give it that ombre look so that there's sections that appear separated on my planner. So I took this down quite a bit. So this will be my lightest one. And now this is going to be trial and error. I want to fill 4 lines of the planner. And then of course I want the width to stretch all the way across the first part of the week. So like I said, this is trial and error. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring up that opacity a little bit more so that there's a difference in the colors. Here there's not much difference, so I'm going to darken it up just a little bit more over in Keynote. Now let's try it. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to make it the same size. So each one of these cells are going to be 4 lines and the width of the first part of my week. Now I need one more, and this will be my darkest one. I think sometimes this is probably the most tedious part because I'm very picky. I want it to be just right because I have to look at this for a week and I have to write on this page for a whole week. Of course, for demonstration purposes, I'm not being as picky as I normally would. It generally takes me a few hours to decorate my pages, and a lot of times I don't have time to do it and I just use the blank pages. But I basically use them the same way with my sections up in the top and then my sections down in the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to copy and paste and fill the other side. And I really should have done it the other way around. I should have sized all of these to the right side of the page because there's 4 columns on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I would have just had to crop off the sides when I copied and pasted over to the left side. So now that I've sized the width, I have to tweak the bottom of all 3. And then sometimes if I go too far, I can use my back button and redo button, redo and undo button. And that will give me my original back, and then I can start cropping it out again to the size that I want it to be. Just a little tiny bit more. There we go. The last one. And sometimes it helps if I zoom in really close to get them just perfect. Now I'm going to get my pink one for the bottom of my page. And this is where I like to keep my gratitude quotes. And what I usually do is write something in first thing in the morning. When I wake up, that's one of the things that I try to do as soon as I open my eyes in the morning is think about something that I'm grateful for. And I start thinking about my day and what I have planned in my day. And I'll just write something out. If you start your day off grateful, then it just seems like the whole day goes really nice after that. It's just pleasant. See, I did this one right. I did the right side first, and now I can just crop off the side to make it fit on the left page or the left side of the page. Trial and error. Zooming in really helps to get it just right and just fitting perfectly in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line. I'm going to use the shape tool. And when the shape tool is activated, it doesn't matter how crooked you draw your line, you can get it. It gets nice and straight. And this is just giving it just a little bit more depth on the page. It's going to make it look more colorful and interesting. So I'm going to put one just under the gray area and then just on top of the pink area. And a lot of times when you do something once, you can just copy and paste it and you don't have to do it again, like that line. Now I'm just going to write in, like I said, rather than type, I'll write. My first cell is for appointments. I allow myself 3 appointments, and that's what this section is for. And some days I don't have any appointments at all, but I write them in when I do my planning for the week. And my second section is called Focus, and that is if I don't do anything at all for the whole day, this is the one thing that I have to get done. And that's what goes into my focus area. And then I have my tasks area. And I like to have 3 tasks. So it's my top 3 of the day. And this is where I keep them. And so you see I've written everything one time and positioned. And now I'm just copying and pasting into each day. So that way I've got 7 columns exactly the same. I'm going to do the same thing with the area where I like to write my gratitude quote. And you see how fast you can really get this done. Like I said, sometimes I'll play for a couple hours. I'll redo things and undo things and change my mind about things until I get it just right. Now I want to get my ornaments to go on the top banner, and I'm going to put these in between the dates. And as you can see, I've already done it because you saw the completed page, but I'm going to do it over again for you guys so you can see how I do this. Okay, this page is giving me some trouble. There we go. All right, so I'm going to tap on all the ornaments. While I hold one ornament, I'm tapping the rest of them so that they're all together. I can copy them, paste them onto a new page, because like I said, I don't like to use my original. And that top page is my original that comes with the Holiday Dazzle kit. So this is where I'm going to be placing the ornaments. So I need 5 of them because there's 5 spaces in between, and that's where I'm going to be putting an ornament. So to start my first ornament, I'm going to fill it with something that I already have in my camera roll, and that is the glitter that comes with the Holiday Dazzle kit. There's some patterns and some stripes and glitter that come with the kit as well, and I've just added them to my camera roll so they're ready and available for me. And as I've said before, if you've been watching my videos, I like to grow my shapes really big, and then I copy and paste them over and then resize them to fit where I want them to fit. And that way they're nice and crisp and crystal clear. No matter how far I zoom in, there's no pixelation. I'm just going to hand draw something that's going to look a little bit like a wire strung through the hook. That'll do. When you're zoomed out, you can't really tell it's just a line that I drew. As you can see on my finished page, that's what I've done. And I just used some gray ink. Now for my next ornament, this time I'm going to fill with something that is in my drop box. It's another page of glitter from another kit. My Christmas this week is fuchsia, gray, and black. So I kind of put it close to the other ornament so I can get the hooks the same size. And then I just copied and pasted the lines so I don't have to draw them again. And I'm placing them, and I'm going to put this right up on the edge on the top of my page. Next ornament. This one I'm going to get something from my camera roll. This is the black glitter that comes with the kit. And I just compare size. That's why I go real close to it as I'm sizing. I'm going to copy and paste those lines that I made so I don't have to do them again. That really saves a lot of time copying and pasting. the next ornament. I actually like that this one is already filled with a black and white stripe, and I think I'm going to keep it with the black and white stripe. All the ornaments that come with the kit are already filled with color, so you could just use them straight out of the box. You don't have to fill them in Keynote if you don't want to. This one I'm going to fill with one of the gingham. Well, that red's not going to match. I think I just want to see how the gingham is going to look inside this ornament, and it is, so I'm changing it to the gray. Copy and paste. And lastly, I want a snowflake, and I'm going to fill this snowflake with that fuchsia glitter. And I think I'm going to add a drop shadow. So I'll press the paintbrush, style, and turn on shadow. Copy, paste. And I want 3 of these, all different sizes, so I will just paste another one and just resize it, and paste another one and resize it. Play with the placement a little bit, tilt it a little bit. You have to be in edit mode with your element in order to rotate. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Looking good. The next thing I want to do is cover up December and make my banners for my grocery list and my to-do list. And I'm going to fill this with that fuchsia glitter also. And I want the glitter to sparkle just a little bit more. So I'm reshaping or making my banner smaller. And I'm just getting my width. And I'm covering up notes, the notes area of the planner. And this needs to be a little bit wider for the December banner. And I'll crop out the curve on the top so it's nice and square and covers up that gray rectangle. If that ever happens to you, that's because you've got the shape tool locked. So again, I'm just handwriting the month, and then this one's for my groceries. And then I'm going to make one for to do. I want to resize December and grocery and to do, and in order to resize it without grabbing the image behind it, I've locked the image. I've turned it off on the lasso tool so that I'm only grabbing the text or the ink. Now it's back to iDesign. I need a circle, and those will be my 3 dots that are next to or under the grocery list. New page, paste, grow it real big, and fill it with that pink or fuchsia glitter. And I'm going to add a drop shadow to this as well. And now I'll make it nice and small to fit in between those lines. And I'm just going to copy and paste the next 2 over. And now I need my glasses, and these are a sticker. They're fillable, and they're also available in the store. They come in black, and you can fill them with anything. And I like to use this for my focus, to decorate my focus area, because that's what glasses help you do, right? Focus. And I'm filling it with the glitter as well. And size it down to get it the right size. And I'm moving it up out of the way from the image behind it because I want to copy and paste it. And I don't want to paste that banner that I made below, that's behind it, the gray. So now that I've copied it, I can just paste it into each day. And at a glance, I just know this is my focus section. And whatever I write in this section is what I absolutely positively, if I do nothing else all day, what I have to do. Now I'm going to do my weather. And I actually check the Weather Channel to see what I'm going to need. I usually need a variety of a sun, and then some clouds, and some rain with sun and clouds, and some lightning. It just depends on what the Weather Channel tells me the next 7 days is going to look like. So whichever days are going to be sunny, I'll get it sized to that day, and then I'll copy it or copy and paste it into the days that are going to be sunny. And I'm going to have some rainy days this week as well. And I'll copy that one with a different color. 2 rainy days this week. And since I have 2 pinks there, I'm going to switch these colors around, so I'm not so heavy on the pink glitter right there on my page on the left. So you get the idea about the weather. I'm going to, for time's sake, just go ahead and move on to the next sticker that I need. I need my hydrate sticker. These also come with the kit. You get 2 PNGs, 2 pages of PNGs, and you get 2 pages of PDFs. And when I only have to crop out a square, I always use the PDF because it's so crystal clear. And what I do is I zoom in on it real close, do a screenshot, paste the screenshot onto my page, and crop it. I crop out all the background and then resize it, copy and paste it over onto the next 6 days ahead. And that way I can track how much water I'm going to be drinking this week. And I just lassoed 3 of them in a row, pasted, and now I just need 1 more. Page is looking good. I'm going to go back over to that PDF and get my weekend banner. If you saw the video that I did a few days ago showing what was included with the kit and what you can do with the kit, I showed how to freehand crop the banner. So I'm going to choose freehand here, and I'm just going to draw around. Of course, I'm going to have a bit of a white offset but that's not really going to show up very much, so I'm not worried about that. See, that fits in there real nice. And now I'm going to write the letters that I need for weekend, to spell out weekend. And I probably, okay, that's about the right size. I probably should have tilted some of them when I wrote it. One of the things about Goodnotes is you can't tilt once you write it. You can't rotate or tilt text or ink. Actually, I don't think you can tilt text either. But that'll do for now. I'm not going to redo it for time's sake. My original is done where I actually wrote it in tilted. I need one more sticker for my meal planning. And again, this is a PDF, and I'm zooming in real close, added it to my camera roll, and now I'm going to crop out that the background using the rectangle cropper in Goodnotes. And I'm going to put that right here in my sidebar. I just locked the shape tool so I got perfect circles to add my to-dos. That's where I brain dump my to-dos. Of course, they don't stay there. They get copy and pasted over to a day. And then I like to write down a scripture every day. I get an email every day of a scripture, and I like to write it out and add it to this book. This is something that isn't in the store yet. It's going to be this week. It's one of my 5 stickers for the week that I'm going to be adding to the store. And as you can see, it's made up of 4 pieces. So you have to fill the backgrounds each side and then leave the front white. And the way I write in my scripture, I write on a blank area on my page where I have lines, and then I'll lasso it and resize it for it to fit on the page. And then the blank page on the right, I'll put a sticker. And then these are handwritten. I use the shape tool to make the square, and my own handwriting to make the letters. And these are just tracking my prescriptions that I have to take and my vitamins. And now I'm going to fill in the temperatures of each day and what I plan to cook this week. When I write my gratitude in this area, since the white shows up so pretty in this pink, that's the ink that I'm using, I draw a square for appointments. Circles are for tasks. And like I said, this area is for that one thing that if I do nothing at all that day, this is what I will do. This is what I absolutely have to do. And sometimes I leave this blank. And then I have my top 3 tasks. And below this line, I will write in if I'm getting a package or if I need to add some extra tasks other than my top 3s. I brain dump my tasks over here in the left column, and I either copy and paste or lasso and drag them, drag and drop. Something else I like to do is just with the highlighter, I make highlight dots for the days. And that way I can see the progress of the month, how much of the month that I have left and how much has gone by. And that is this week's plan with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned some new things about Goodnotes. And if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe so that you will be contacted the next time I make a video. Until next time, everyone, enjoy!